So day two, over and done with, and still full of energy. Trained legs today. Obviously, I'm not going mental on them, and I'm taking pre-workout. So I had a scoop of Komodo pump and a scoop of MV Pre today. I think I've been taking too much, so I feel a better effect off just one of them. I think when I take two, I just feel not quite right. Still have a decent session, but not as good if I just take one scoop of the stim or one scoop of the pump. So I'm going to ease off, stop being a bit of a druggie, and take it as prescribed. So first meal was leftovers from yesterday. So it was the chicken, mushroom and tomatoes in slow cooker. I had that a little bit earlier, 12 o'clock, so started my day 2 hours earlier, so I was a little bit worried whether I was going to get hungry later on. I was kept busy all day, so been painting the fence, doing the decking, so burned a lot of extra calories. And to be honest, I wasn't really very hungry all day. I don't know why. With me, if I stop eating sweets and shit, I tend to not crave it, and I'm eating good quality foods, so I'm getting all the goodness I need and staying pretty full. Second meal was 100 gram of smoked salmon. The reason I had that is because I had to use it up. So I used that up, and I fancied a little treat, so I had some strawberries with some low-fat yogurt as well, and cracked on with the decking. I think I had my last meal about 9:30 at night, and it was just chicken and veg. I don't really like all this broccoli and green veg, so I just had carrots, sweet corn and peas. The calories, 1,072. I didn't feel hungry, so I'm going to bank them. A couple hundred, 230 calories banked. No doubt I'm going to have a bad day at some point, so a little bit in the bank. 60 gram of carbs today. So another good day. Bring on tomorrow, and because I'm sort of heading towards ketosis because of the lack of carbs, normally if I ever do keto, it's usually day 3, 4. I sort of have a big crash when my brain's switching over to using fat instead of glycogen, carbohydrates as a preferred fuel source. So I envisage probably Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to be a little bit more worse for wear. Probably have to adjust my training a little bit. One thing I will mention is when you go really low calorie, you're a little bit more sort of on it with your calories. So normally I have probably 2-3 coffees a day with milk. Obviously, when you're on 1,300 calories and you're having 30 or 40 calories worth of milk, it soon eats up into them 1,300 calories. So I've cut the milk out and having black coffee. Black coffee tastes like tar first couple of times you have it, and then you sort of get used to it. Obviously, I prefer it with milk, but if I can save 30 calories towards food, then you bet I will be doing that. Another thing I sort of noticed was with my chicken and meat, I normally have a sauce, so 9 times out of 10 I'm being lazy, and I'll just grab a ready-made sauce in a jar. So there's a lot of calories in there. So now when I'm cooking meats, I'm a bit more wary of that, and I'm using a lot more spices and herbs to get a bit of flavour into the chicken, because chicken just tastes like nothing. So we need something with it to make it enjoyable. I'm not one of these that's just going to eat food for the sake of it. I need to enjoy food. I like food. So just a couple of observations. Snacks, again, strawberries, low calorie yogurt, just to give me a little treat. And job's a good one.